guys, had a good day today. Went shooting and a lot of fun. Some of you were wondering what range I was visiting because of the unique setup of having the kind of like pipelines in the basement used as a rifle range where you shoot into them. It's actually called Bullet Express in Springfield, Illinois, and I don't know. I don't think they have a website. I'm not sure. You might Google it if you want to get the address or the telephone number. They also have a gun store in there that I wish I hadn't seen because I was just drooling over all the firearms they had in there. I was eyeing a HK clone that was shooting .22, which is pretty much the only kind of ammo I can afford these days. Bullet Express in Springfield, Illinois. Great place to go shooting. It's about an hour away from me, and I don't get to shoot very often because of the distance and the cost of fuel and stuff like that. So I was glad to be able to do that, and I also filmed it so you guys could see there. As I said before, I'm not much of a shooter, and I did have some good groupings, but that's not so difficult when you have sandbag support and you're sitting down and you're shooting at maybe 20 yards or something like that. But I had fun. It was cheap entertainment, like $15 for I don't know. I can't remember how long I was there. Whether I was there a half hour or an hour. Time flies when you're shooting. The reason I'm doing this video is because I actually wanted to give a shout out to this guy, Outward2006. Now he's one of those guys that posts comments on other people's videos, and he doesn't have. I don't know if he's got a video camera himself or he just doesn't do videos. But he's an active participant on YouTube, posting comments on people's web pages, and he's gotten interested in my disaster series, and I appreciate that. He was also posting something that was a kind of I don't know, kind of like disagreeing with me, but that's what I like. I like when people disagree with me in a very nice manner and present new evidence and new studies for me to take a look at. So I appreciate that. I appreciate you being honest with me and sharing what you've found, and I enjoy reading that stuff too. We're like anything on YouTube, we're never going to agree 100%, and we can always be cordial about that, and so I appreciate that. And I saw on your account page, your profile page, that you were a sailor, so I thought I'd share two books. I feel like Oprah's book hour here, but I'll share two books that might be of interest to you. First one is Rescue in the Pacific by Tony Farrington. It's a very exciting book. If you ever saw that movie like The Perfect Storm or something like this, this book is not based on that storm. This is based on something else. It's actually a true story of a disaster and survival in a Force 12 storm off New Zealand in the Pacific Ocean. And I just read the back here because it's hard for me to condense the whole thing. So I'll just read this. And if it sounds interesting, you should read it. In June 1994, a dangerous bomb storm caught dozens of cruising sailors by surprise as they voyaged north from New Zealand. This is the true story of how 9 yachts struggled to survive the hurricane-like conditions. Boats were battered by fierce winds and capsized by the seas towering well over 50 feet high. Masts collapsed, rudders broke, and sailors lost steering control when they needed it the most. This book details the story of the heroic men and women on the yachts, in the planes, on the ships, and on the land who took part in the sea drama. Find out what really happened and what it was like out there. This is both a shock course in survival for blue water voyagers and a riveting human drama for sailors and non-sailors alike. This is a really cool book to read. I just love reading about the New Zealand Coast Guard and the Navy, and being out there searching for people and flying the Orions and doing all kinds of stuff. And these people on the boats trying to survive. So if you're interested in disasters and survival stories, this is a nail-biting book. Very well written. The other book is Lifeboat Sailors, Disaster Rescues and the Perilous Future of the Coast Guard's Small Boat Stations. I'm a huge fan of the Coast Guard. It's one of my favorite services. I like them because they do a lot with a small budget, and they're always out doing stuff, risking their lives to save other people. You have to go out, you don't always have to come back, and that's not the official motto of the Coast Guard, which is Semper Paratus, always ready. But it is kind of the unofficial motto of them. They always go out. They don't always have to come back. But this is about small boat rescue stations and what they go through in training, and they have rescue stories and all kinds of stuff. And it's written by Dennis L. Noble, and that's another great sea-themed book. So I thought maybe these two books would be of interest to you. Outward 2006, and it might be of interest to my other YouTube subscribers. But this was just a quick vid. Well, I guess it wasn't so quick, but well, that's all I got to say. And thanks again to all my subscribers. I really like making vids and kind of sharing what's going on in my life with you guys. Thanks.